Thank you, sir. Thank you. So, guys, today we are going to have a very wonderful session on uh, the GATE exam, and I will try to touch upon few of the agendas. So, the first thing first, I will try to give you guys a reality check in COVID pandemic scenario. What are the jobs which are getting lost? What kind of opportunities are lying ahead of in front of your career? At the same time, uh, what about GATE exam? Is GATE exam is the real solution for all of you guys? So I will try to give you a logical explanation or more of a logical evidence, right? And then what should be the preparation strategy? So this is more or less, the agenda for the today's session in a nutshell. But what I'm trying to say, if you guys have any question on your mind, can you please let me know any question you already have in your mind, so that what it will help me to do, it will help me to decide, right, that what should I, how should I customize the webinar in such a way that most of your question automatically get answered, right? So guys, please feel free to interact. Just write your question in the chat box, and then we can get started. Sounds like a plan, guys? Let me know. So we have to make best use of this opportunity. So you have any question related to any area of your career, please just ping here in the chat box and I will try to take most of your question. Okay. So I'll wait for a couple of minutes. Okay. So sir is asking, please highlight why third year students are permitted to attend GATE exam. Definitely so. We'll take this point at the right time, and generally it is part of the agenda itself. So thanks for the question. Okay. Okay, guys. So first of all, I think let's get started. Okay, Amu is asking how to prepare for CS subject for third year student. Okay, noted. I have noted your question, Amu. So let's get started, guys. Since it's 1 hour session, so we need to make most of the time. So first of all, I'd like to, I would like to thank the GATE Academy team and your college management to give me a platform to talk to you guys. It's really overwhelming, to get into session like that and getting talked to or getting a chance to talk to the future aspirants or the future architects of this country, right? So I always take it like this as an opportunity much rather than more of a normal webinar session. And with this, guys, I would also like to, thank the GATE Academy team for this amazing recognition by Government of India, right, to provide GATE training. So this is, I think, it's a very much credential or very much validation of their quality of training they provide for GATE classes. So big hand to the GATE Academy team for this. And quick introduction about myself. So guys, my name is Akash Pushkar Charan. I'm an IIT Kanpur alumnus. I did my post-graduation in data science and machine learning, and I did my bachelor's in electronics and communication engineering. And currently I'm working as a data scientist with Accenture Consulting and Strategy. And this is more of a profession side, and out of passion, I think I started teaching when I was in BTech first year itself. So I taught there mathematics for IITJ student, and with the time I moved to the engineering student side. So teaching side also, I have more or less around 10 plus years of experience. So that's a very brief introduction about me. Let's get started. Before I get started, guys, let me ask you a very simple question, right? To set the tone of this this session. How many of you are scared of GATE exam? Anybody is scared of GATE exam that you think that it is very difficult to crack? Anybody? Can you guys just excuse me? Can you guys just quickly open up and let me know? Anybody here who is thinking that, oh boss, this is very difficult exam, I cannot crack? Be interactive. See, the idea is of this remote session, Zoom session, is to interact so much that we don't get bored with each other, right? So please try to interact and let me know. Okay. Anybody who thinks GATE is a difficult exam, you can just write yes or no in the chat box. Okay, okay. Don't worry, I'll not take names. I will just try to get some responses on that. Okay. So some of you guys are saying it's a difficult exam. So let's get started with a simple awareness question. Can anybody tell me that what is the full form of GATE? You might be wondering why this person is asking full form of GATE exam. Anybody? I have a strong intention behind it. I am not asking just for the fun. There is a very strong message in the full form of GATE exam. Can anybody tell me? Ramu, Ammu, anybody? Just try. It's not an exam where you have to pass. If you just give me a couple of words around the full form GATE exam, I think I will be happy to see. And you can write in chat box directly. So Madhu Suthanan, Madhu is telling graduate aptitude test in engineering. I think you were supposed to write test, you wrote text, but that's correct. Very good, big hand for Madhu. So that's right, guys. Let me write for all of you guys, graduate aptitude test in engineering. Now you might be wondering that why I am asking this as a question, because my dear friends, I wanted to highlight this keyword. Those who are like a little scared of this exam, it's a misconception. It's more of a hype around this exam. It's very difficult exam. First of all, let me ask you one question. Can an aptitude test be difficult as per the design, as per the nature of the test? I don't think so. Aptitude tests are not designed to be difficult. Aptitude tests are designed to test your basic understanding of the subject, whatever they're going to ask. For example, bank exam, they ask quantitative aptitude. They don't ask difficult question. They ask basic question, but they play with the time, right? Similarly, graduate aptitude means they are going to test your technical aptitude, right? Technical aptitude. So guys, first of all, I wanted to break this myth or hype around GATE exam. It's very difficult. If you are doing great in your college, you are doing okay in your subject, engineering subject, you can definitely take this exam and you can do magic in this. Okay, and with this belief, let's get started. So I wanted to first break this barrier that this exam is difficult. And if you go with common sense, logically, aptitude tests are not designed to be difficult. Okay, before we get into any detail further, let me present you the options available to you as an engineering student, right? So engineering student must have a career plan, and due to COVID, you should have a strong career plan. So if you look at the options available to you with respect to your career plan, you can go and join any private job. I think that is the very first option most of engineering students take. In that also IT jobs, that is option number one. You can write certain government jobs, right? And government jobs exam, and you can go and get a government job. You can also try doing MBA, writing CAT or MAT. Anybody is interested in MBA here? Just feel free to say yes. Masters in Business Administration. Anybody here? Okay, meanwhile, you can just say yes. You can also try to go abroad and study by writing GRE exam, or you can also write GMAT exam. So these are the options available to you guys. But what option I am highlighting like anything? To me, the best option is GATE exam. And I will try to give you a logical proof, logical explanation that this is the best solution. And then we can debate with each other that whether it is the best solution or not. Okay. But before we go into that, let me show you one very satirical slide. You can see. Anybody identify this? It is one of the famous TV web series from, I think, web platform, right? Anybody has seen this image anywhere, right? Engineering guys. And it's related to engineering TV web series. Come on, interact guys. Come on, let me know. I have so many folks around. Nobody has seen Ramu, Amu, okay? Okay, so what I'm trying to say, if you see this slide, right? What I'm trying to say here that these are your mass IT recruiters, right? Mass IT recruiters. And this is from one of the TV web series known as AIB. You can Google it later. And what is the satire from this slide? That they are the mass IT recruiters trying to hire whom? mechanical engineering student. Let me ask you guys one question and let me know your response on that. Do you really think that for a mechanical engineer, for a civil engineer, for an electrical engineer, right, the IT jobs are the natural career progression? Should be a mechanical engineering going for a software testing job? What do you guys think? Right? Is it a good career option or it is one of the compromising career options? What do you guys think? I don't think so, right? Very good, Subhasini. I also don't think so because right, it is just like that. You didn't get anything in your hand, so you right compromising your career with some IT jobs. And all the time I meet a lot of working guys from Infosys or Wipro or TCS, right, coming back again and telling that, sir, I want to prepare for GATE exam. Right? I asked why are you doing that? Because you're already spent around 1 year, 2 years in corporate, then coming back and trying to do your core jobs. The simple answer is that I'm not able to manage. So guys, my point is that an electronics engineer should be dealing with VLSI or signal processing. I think a lot of EC guys must be around. Electrical guys should be doing something related to power transmission or power grid system. Mechanical guys should be dealing something related to automobile or thermodynamics or like the fluid mechanic. Civil guys should be doing something related to, architecture, infrastructure, I don't know, their core jobs. And that's my point. And you are taking these IT jobs, right, just for the sake of jobs, for a petty salary, compromising your 4 years of effort. I don't think it's done. Are you guys resonating with my feelings here? Give me yes or no. I want everybody's response. You have to just write yes or no throughout the session. I think that should be enough to, catalyze the whole webinar. Guys, this is for you guys, so you have to interact very well. Very good, guys. So I'm getting a lot of responses. You guys agree with me, right? I don't want to just say something and go away. I want to just try to talk to each other. And that's where you need to understand this as a fact, that don't take me as someone like a very like senior guy or something. I'm just like your friend who is little more experienced than you guys to guide you properly. So guys, this is not the right way to shape up your career. So what is the right way? I will also talk about that. So first of all, even if you're thinking, those who are thinking to get a private job and settle, it's not going to happen this year and the next year. Look at these images from the news agency in India. This image is showing the impact of COVID on the private jobs. And I think you must have read this news, I think a week ago or 10 days ago, 66 lakhs, 6.6 million is 66 lakhs white collar jobs, mostly IT jobs are lost in the from the month May to August. It's a government data provided by the government of India. Look at that. And I fear that the numbers are little downsides. It should be more than 1 crore jobs have been lost, right? It's a very panicky situation, right? And these are some recent images where, and you can validate all these. Nothing is a lie. Everything will be a real data from my side, given I am a data scientist. So Accenture, I'm part of Accenture. I know 10,000 jobs are already lost in India and counting. Similarly for Cognizant, people I think must be knowing. You can check with the senior or you can Google it. 9,000 jobs. So a lot of jobs are lost, right? And I think it's a very bad situation to be in. So are you guys on the same page, right? That this is not a very normal situation. Trust me, I'm 32 years old. I have never ever seen such a bad situation with respect to economy, with respect to you guys, engineering student or any student in this country looking at their careers. You guys agree with me, right? You understand that the situation is not normal. Are you worried about your career options? Are you worried about your jobs after BTech gets over? Let me know your response, guys. Are you able to comprehend this situation? It's not very easy. It's not like normal days that we can go and that a lot of companies will come and they will build and they will mass recruit you guys and everybody will have a job. What I'm trying to say, I'm not trying to like intimidate you guys. I'm just trying to say here, the situation is not that great. So we have to do something much more impactful. If I were you in this situation, I would have been like very nervous. If I were studying for 2 hours, I'll make it 4 hours. I'll make it 6 hours so that I can put more efforts to overcome this situation. And it is totally possible. What is going to happen? Jobs will be less and the competition will be more, right? With jobs or anything, GATE exam, competition will be more. You have to put more effort to be on the top of this game. And that's where I'm trying to give you a solution around it. I'm not here only to talk about problem. The solution is only one solution, right? And I'm going to talk about that, and it will change your destiny. It will change everything if you are putting a lot of faith in me and a lot of faith in yourself, and you take this as a very impactful part of your journey. Guys, I'm not just trying to sell this as a program, because I'm nobody like that. I'm not a marketeer. I'm not like a sales guy. I'm a guy who understands the gravity of the situation. I know what is the best from the career option, what is the best from the economy side, what is the best that you can put more effort, less money, and the future is amazing. And I can bet my life on that. And what is the best solution I'm going to provide to you guys, I feel, and you can buy it if you understand, right? You can buy this, my opinion, if you understand that it is going to be very helpful. And the only one solution I always have felt for a long time for engineers is GATE exam. And in COVID scenario, GATE exam is, again, it is much more concrete roadmap for your career, right? And before I go into the detail of this exam and everything, I would like you guys for 2 points. And is it my voice properly? I think my voice is coming okay, or it is breaking? Okay, there is a lag. Let me check. Give me. Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me, guys? Is it better now? Is it better? Okay. Thanks for highlighting. Very important thing. We should always highlight if the voice is not coming properly. Okay. Cool. So what I was trying to say that GATE exam, right? GATE exam is going to be very, very important for all of us, right? But before we go into details of this, can you guys commit me 2 things? Can you guys study for GATE, right? 3 to 4 hours a day. This is ask number 1. And ask number 2, can you sacrifice your weekends? Sacrifice your weekends. What does it mean? It means that you are going to put 8 to 10 hours through the weekends for this exam. Can you guys give me two of these things? Can you commit? Can you talk to yourself and think that, yes, I can give it this much, at least I can give it for this goal, GATE exam, for let's say a year or so till the GATE exam happens. Can you guys give it to me? I'm just asking 3 or 4 hours a day for only this exam and sacrifice your weekend. Right? Come on, just I need you, need this, because this is not a normal scenario, my dear friends, right? I'm overwhelmed to see so many responses. Very good. If you are able to say this, if you are able to say that I can give you this much of commitment, trust me, nobody can stop you from getting there. Nobody. GATE exam is an aptitude test. It's not an IIT JEE exam, my dear friend. It doesn't demand some high IQ. I have seen my students, my people, right, cracking GATE exam, those who were average or below average student, and getting a rank within 100, 200. It's possible. Just following this very stringent rule. When I say this is stringent, this is a very rock solid decision you have to take. You cannot say that, okay, this weekend I'll enjoy and the next weekend I can study. Never ever. You have to give all in, right? Just like you have seen, right? When you don't have any option, you say all in. I'm all in this goal, and then the success comes, and you know that. So if you are agreeing to this, very happy to see this much of response. Let's get into the detail of this exam. Now we are ready. We are committed to see, and I think you will pay more attention. Now, if you look at this highlights of GATE 2021, there are some information I would like to share. So GATE exam third year guys are also eligible. I will talk about that. GATE exam dates are already announced in the month of February, 5th February to 14th February. It's a computer-based test exam. Exam will be happening in 2 sessions, forenoon and afternoon, depends on your branch. Don't worry about that. You will get to know later. And this is not very much informative section for us. Let's go to the next part. You guys already know there's no age limit for GATE exam. You can give it once, twice, and 3 times. Nobody is going to stop you. The validity of GATE score is 3 years, guys. This is a very important point. Keep in mind. If you're writing GATE exam for 2021, it is valid for 3 years. Okay. So I think when I say 2021, you can take admission in 2021, 2022 as well, right? Now, the more of a paper pattern. So there's a huge change has been done in the GATE exams, right? So the changes are not very, very stringent or very like big change, but I would suggest that go through the syllabus of the new GATE syllabus of the GATE exam for 2021, right? You can get in touch with the team if you're not able to find this syllabus. I'll share the contact detail. Okay. So syllabus of all subject papers have been revised. So what is the key takeaway from the revision of syllabus? So the first thing first, they have reduced the syllabus. Okay. So what are the syllabus changes? I think team has already shared the links for each of the branch syllabus changes, right? So they have done a very good detailed analysis on the right comparison from the earlier syllabus and the current syllabus. So you'll get to know that what are the key things have been implemented in the new syllabus changes. What are my two key takeaway is that syllabus has been reduced. First thing first. Second, they have provided clarity in the syllabus. So suppose GATE used to ask, let's say, a lot of topics in analog integrated circuit in EC or IN electrical, right? They have reduced that substantially. Similarly for other branches as well. They have also provided clarity in the syllabus. What does it mean, guys? It means that suppose they are asking some questions from certain topics very regularly, frequently, but they have not mentioned that topics earlier in the syllabus. They have done it now. So they have provided more clarity in the syllabus this time. So guys, I would say syllabus change is good change for us, given student, right? Nothing to worry about that. Second important thing they have changed this time. Earlier they used to ask multiple choice question. So what is a multiple choice question? If the options are A, B, C, D and one option is correct, so you will go and select option B, right? They have introduced this year a multiple select question. So what do you mean by multiple select question? Suppose you are given with 4 options and option B, right, and option D are correct. Okay. So option B and D, you have to mark both. Okay. Earlier they used to ask numerical answer type question. It's a fill in the blanks question, guys. So suppose the answer is, let's say 100 joule for a work to be done. So you'll go and write 100 there. If the answer is 100.23 joule, you will go and write 100.23. So generally in these two types of question, guys, negative marking will not be there, but that is something to look out in the paper itself. So in GATE, generally they will ask 2 types of question, 1 mark and 2 mark question, and the negative marking is 1/3. So 1 mark question will get you negative marking in case it is wrong, 1 minus 1 by 3. And if it is wrong for 2 mark question, your negative marks will be minus 2 by 3, 1/3 of that, right? And for multiple select question numerical answer, there is no negative marking. That is, again, I would say validate in the exam itself. They might change it later. Okay. So this is about the syllabus change and the type of objective question they are going to introduce this time. Guys, syllabus change is a little detailed analysis which I cannot take in this session, given I have to talk a lot about different things. So that's where I think team has shared the links for these things. So it's a more detailed session for 1 hour each. You can go and watch those video lectures, or you can say on the YouTube channel of the GATE Academy. So don't worry, team will share these links again. Okay. Now guys, another one big change they have done this year, that every GATE aspirant can write 2 papers at this time. So when I say 2 paper means what? Suppose I'm a mechanical engineering student, right? If I can write another paper, what is the benefit? What is the disadvantage? Suppose you are a good student and you don't want to take any chance, so you will take a mechanical engineering as a subject or engineering sciences as a subject, right? And they have already given the combination. So you can take these two papers in the same year, 2021, right? And suppose you could not do better in, let's say, paper number 1, but you did well or very good in paper number 2. So what is the benefit? Obviously, paper number 1 you have screwed up. Paper number 2 you have done good. You can go take admission on the basis of paper number 2. It helps you to save 1 year of your career, right? But the catch is you have to also study a little more for the additional subjects coming from paper 2. Yes or no, guys? So it is a very conscious decision you have to take, right? I always feel that you stick to one goal, stick to one paper, right? And go with the full flow, right? Nothing to worry about that. If you bring in options, right, it might get you like confused and you'll not be able to commit to both the paper at the same time. So my personal opinion, but you can always beg to differ. Okay. The 5-star announcement, guys, for this year is that the third year guys, I think I have been awaiting this announcement since long. Third year guys are eligible to write GATE 2021 exam. This is the biggest announcement, guys. Anybody who is from third year, guys, I think a lot of people must be from third year. Are you guys aware of this? Third year guys, let me know. Right? Suhashini, anybody else? Are you guys aware of that? The third year guys can write GATE 2021 exam. Maybe we have come a little late to you guys, but this is not that late because you have still the time to fill up the form. So Subhashini, did you fill the GATE 2021 form or still thinking? Okay, great, great. Nice to see, yes. Okay. So guys, the GATE Academy team has already created a video on that, how to fill the GATE 2021 form. Yes, the team has also shared the link with you guys. So if you look at this, right, they will help you step by step how to fill up the form in case you're confused. Now coming to the question asked by the esteemed faculty member that should be third year guys writing GATE exam, what are the benefits, what are the disadvantages of doing it? First of all, there is no disadvantage. If you're third year guys and if you're thinking that you are already in the month of October and still you have not started the preparation, so it is going to be very difficult to crack GATE exam and you should not fill up the form. No, you should not think like that. First of all, GATE has given you this opportunity. I didn't get that opportunity. I would have loved to have that opportunity, but I never got that opportunity. GATE has given you that opportunity and try to think in this manner. Suppose you start preparing now. It gives you around, I would say 120 days or 4 months of time, right? And if you start preparing for this GATE exam, GATE 2021, what are the good things going to happen? First, it will fit in your routine. So your lifestyle will change. You will make a routine. You wake up in the morning. You will sleep little early in the night, right? You will have a plan to follow, right? And the plan already I asked, right? 3 hours every day you have to put for GATE exam, 3 to 4 hours, right? In parallel to all your college activities. So guys, you will be preparing for that exam. Just imagine that in these 4 months, can't you complete 4 core subjects? I think you can do it. 4 core subjects and maths plus aptitude. These are the total 6 subjects. If you follow very well, right, what are the benefits? First, you will get better in those subjects. That is, I think, least nobody can take it from you. Then let's talk about the GATE exam results. Suppose even if you don't get a very good rank, all India rank within 500 or 1000, it will put you in a better position for GATE 2022. Yes or no, guys? You will be in a better position to get a better rank in the next year, right? Because you have prepared very sincerely in GATE for GATE 2021, it is going to increase your chances exponentially in GATE 2022. Do you guys agree with me or not? Amo, Subhashini, what do you guys think, right? Preparing for this, right? Preparing for this exam can change your destiny for the next exam. And a guy who is sincere enough, a student who is sincere enough, they always think 2 years ahead of the time. If you ask me, how do you think about your career? I think 5 years ahead of my time and then become better than others, right? So guys, it's all about how you proactive can be, how much proactive you can be. Those guys who are thinking, no, I am not very sincere, very not committed for this 2021, write on a blank paper. Same statement you will say in the GATE 2022 exam. Again, somehow you will be sitting in the next year 2022, right? In 2021 for 2022 GATE exam. Again, your status on the academic side will be same, because the idea is to bring change in your life, and to bring change in your life, you have to commit to something. All right. And what are the commitments? I have already asked for. So if you guys agree with me and you take a leap of faith on this commitment, trust me, changes will start happening. So guys, I will also take the worst situation. Suppose you are not very prepared for this and you don't even qualify GATE exam. Guys, just by paying some fees for this exam and somebody is giving the real experience of GATE 2021, I don't think it's a bad deal, right? At least you will be knowing that what are your weaknesses, what are your strengths, right? It will make you much better aspirant for the GATE 2022, and that's where I'm making the whole point. So all third year guys, my sincere request is that you should focus for GATE 2021. Start today. Doesn't matter that I couldn't start in the month of September. It's totally okay. Today you can start. You can take 1-2 core subject. For EC guys, you can start with network theory or signal system. Similarly, for electrical guys, you can start with machines, right? Same for like mechanical, like SOM, or you can start with thermodynamics like that. And start today and start with other 2 subjects, which I will talk in a while. Okay, guys. Now, quickly, let me show you the number of questions GATE asked all the year in all the exams. 65 questions, 100 marks, and 3 hours. So 65 question, 3 hours means 180 minutes. Divide by 65 question. So exactly we'll get 2.7 minutes per question, guys. 2.7 minutes per question. Approximately 3 minutes you can round off, right? Suppose you save some time here and there. Guys, this is the best time for any exam. Go to bank exam, SSC exam, RRB exam. You get 1 minute per question. It's completely accuracy and speed. GATE exam is accuracy and no speed. Even if you're decent in your speed, you can crack GATE exam. That's the beauty of this exam. And guys, this is an aptitude test. Still the time is good for you guys. Trust me. Objective type, fill in the blanks, write all those questions I have already discussed. Question type. Now I'll talk about these subjects. So in GATE exam, you will get one subject as maths, engineering maths, which you have studied for 3 semesters. Then you get general aptitude, paper number 2 or subject number 2. And on an average, you'll get 8 engineering subjects. So total, how many subjects you are going to look at that? 10 subject, guys, 10 subject. Now, guys, that's where I was telling, right? GATE exam cannot be difficult. Nobody will be so cruel to you students, right? Asking so difficult question in all these 10 subjects. Then it doesn't solve the purpose. That's where I think if you're good in the core engineering subjects of your branch, you are good. I'm not telling you to become an expert in that. You can crack GATE exam with very good rank. Now let's talk about the distribution of the marks in the next one. So if you see 100 marks of the total, 15 marks will be of aptitude, right? GA. And this year, guys, earlier they were not telling what is the engineering maths marks. This year they have told very clearly. So engineering maths, it will be 13 marks. So guys, if I total these two, it is 28 marks. My dear friends, as part of the strategy, our aim should be getting 25 marks out of 28 marks. Every topper who is doing great in GATE exam, they get this much of marks. So guys, it's not difficult. 25 out of 28, right, is the amazing score in the aptitude and the maths exam, right? Now, out of these 100, 72 marks will be your technical subject, engineering subject. Now, guys, to get a success in the GATE exam, overall, I would suggest if you can get 65 plus marks, right, you are very much well placed. Now tell me 25 you are getting from maths and aptitude itself. Can't you get 40 to 45 marks of your engineering subject out of 72 marks? Right? Isn't it a very good strategy? Try to get maximum, almost 100% marks in easy areas, and then try to get 40 or 45 in the core areas. Right? Combining total, right? I think you are there. You are there for a PSC job. You are there for a government job. You are there for a admission to IITs, right, or NITs. Do you guys think it's a good plan? to focus on? Give me a go ahead. Right, right, cool. Now looking at that 25 marks, how to achieve this goal? So if I can, and this is the screenshot of the GATE examination date. You can also take a screenshot. I think GATE is generous. They have extended this exam form till 7th October. They earlier said that with late fee, but this time they're telling that till 7th October or 10th October, they are not charging any late fees. Check the GATE website, guys. And I really appreciate this generous move from the GATE body. They are expecting that most of you guys can fill the form. So please do that. Now, guys, let me give you a very good idea, right? So, guys, if I tell you that if you can start studying maths, right, every day for 1 hour. So I ask for 3 hours or 4 hours a day, and start study aptitude, right, for 30 minutes. Okay. Now, guys, look at this. 1 hour, then you ask me, sir, which book and what? Nothing to worry. You can just start with any of your books, right? Engineering books, I think, I don't know, I think B.S. Kerwal is one of my favorite books. You can start studying from there, or you can start with previous year GATE question. For aptitude, I'm a big fan of R.S. Agarwal book, right? You can start with this. If you start putting on a daily basis in a week for 5-6 days, only on maths and aptitude continuously, it will help you to achieve 2 pointers. What are those 2 pointers? First, you are getting ready for GATE exam, and then you're also getting ready for your campus exam, right? I think any campus placement exam will always ask you these type of question, maths and aptitude question, right? So I think you are hitting 2 birds with a single stone. You guys agree or not? Right? I hope you should be agreeing on that, right? Maths and aptitude is something like more of just like we have lubricants for your automobiles and vehicles. Maths and aptitude is lubricant for our brain. So if you keep doing, you can club this with puzzle, you can do with puzzle, plus you should do something like, if those who are interested in Sudoku, right? You should do all these kind of stunts so that your brain is always active, very logical. Okay. Now let me talk about the general category cutoff for different right, different cutoff areas. So if I can I have to clean this quickly. It will take nanosecond. Okay, done. So guys, this is the general cutoff for all the branches. Can you see that? Of the last 5 years. If you see this, right, for EC guys, more or less cutoff is same. On an average, I could say 26 to 27 marks. Electrical guys, I would say cutoff has increased in the last 3 years. Can you see that? Around 32 marks, right? I would say general average is 32 marks. And when I take average, I'm taking average of the last 6 years. Mechanical guys, your cutoff is more or less 32 to 33. Computer science, 26. Civil, last few years, it has increased. So let's say 29 marks. And for IN, it has also increased. Let's say average is 30 marks. Guys, if you see, more or less average is 28 to 30 marks cutoff you have to focus on. And I mentioned, right, maths and aptitude gives you the weightage of 28 marks. Maximum you can get it from there just to qualify exam. Come on, guys. Yes or no? Now you might be wondering, sir, why mechanical guys cutoff is high or why civil guys cutoff is high? Answer is pretty simple. Cutoff depends on the difficulty of the paper and the number of GATE aspirants. So for EC guys, more or less, if you look at the trend, I have also drawn a very beautiful chart. So if you look at the trend on the EC and the, I would say, computer science, right, the red and the blue line, you can see that cutoff is more or less very same, right? It is 25 to 28. The only branch which has seen a very good jump in the cutoff is the purple line. What is that purple line? Which branch it is? Electrical. In the last 3 years, cutoff has really increased, and the answer is they have started asking very simple question. So guys, if the question is very simple, you cannot afford to make a mistake because paper is simple. Even 2 marks of mistake can throw you out of the right 1,000 within 1,000 to 3,000 to 4,000 rank. That is the impact. So you have to be very careful if the paper is easy. If the paper is tough, some penalty can be ignored, and that is how this strategy is. So guys, this is a very important point. And one point I would like to highlight, getting a cutoff mark in GATE exam just qualify you to get stipend if you get admission in any college. But it doesn't guarantee that getting just 30 marks, right, you can get a job in PSU. No. Can you get a job? Can you get an admission in top IITs with 30, 40 marks? No, it's a big no. I'm not lying anything here. To get into top IITs, get a PhD job, what should be the marks? Look on the next slide. So guys, getting a marks around 40, you can get an admission for MTech in private college. To get a marks between 40 to 45, your GATE score can be given preference in private jobs. I'll give you the list of the companies who give a lot of preference if you have a valid GATE scorecard, and they will help you to, it will help them to shortlist the students for the GD or interview. So it's a very important part as well for private jobs. Look at the benefits. If you're getting a marks around 45 to 55, or let's say put 60, 45 to 60 marks, you can get admission in top NITs. You can even go and join IIMs. Yes. So those who are so much, obsessed with IIMs like Calcutta, IIMs Bangalore, Lucknow, Ahmedabad, right? You can go and join fellowship program basis GATE scorecard. Yes, you have heard me rightly. You want more detail around that? You can get in touch with the team. That's totally possible, guys. If you get a marks around 55, 60. If you get a marks more than 60 to 70, I'll change this given COVID and all, right? And third year guys are also coming in the picture. So 60 to 70 marks, you can get seat in top IITs. You can get admission in NITI Mumbai, mechanical or production guys. Come on. NITI Mumbai is like your Makkah Madina for your master's course. It is one of the amazing colleges at par with IITs. I think some of you might be knowing NITI Mumbai. It's a very good institute for industrial engineer. Come on. 60 to 70 marks. And guys, you can also join any abroad universities in like cities like country like Singapore, Taiwan, Germany, right? Although I'm not a big fan of abroad education, because even if you go with GATE scorecard, you'll get certain scholarship, but it will at least ask you to pay 30-40% of the fees, which is a huge money. My parents could never afford it, so I'm not a big fan of it. If you are financially very strong, you can take a shot at that. So look at that. GATE gives you opportunity to go and do higher education in outside India. Amazing, right? Now guys, to get into ISC Bangalore, if you get a marks around 65 to 70, you will be joining a very good college, best college I would say for research. Anybody who's interested in PhD, or I would say academics, you want to become a professor down the line, amazing route, go and join ISC Bangalore. It is better than IITs in terms of research and all. I think guys must be aware about ISC Bangalore. It's one of the very good colleges in India. Now I'll talk about the last bit. I think a lot of people might be wondering when this guy will talk about jobs. So you want a PSC jobs. What is the general marks for PSC job, guys? 70 plus marks. So if you get more than 70 marks, right, you are more or less very much safe to get a PSC job. Now guys, the moment we look at 30 to 70 marks, you might be wondering, no, this is impossible, man. How will I get it there? 70 is too much. Can I get it? Can I do it? Guys, that's where you have to back up your instinct. That's where you have to push your limits. And that's where I will show you it is possible. How it is possible? Let me give you the psychology of competition. Guys, generally in GATE exam, around 10 to 12 lakhs people write GATE exam. This year it might be 12 lakhs or can be less also, depends. So if you look at that 12 lakhs people across all the engineering stream, so for example, let's say EC or let's say mechanical, 2 lakhs people are writing exam, right? 2 lakhs. So 2 lakhs people are writing exam, okay? But the real competition, guys, is only 10%. So what is other 90%? Other 90% is crowd. What do you mean by crowd? मेरा दोस्त फॉर्म भरा था तो मैंने भी भरा, right? If my friends are filling GATE exam form, I have also filled it, and in group together we didn't study for GATE exam. Do you really think they are sincere competitor with you? No. Who are sincere competitor? Who are doing those two commitments? Remember, 4 hours a day and sacrificing their weekend. So what is the 10%? You know maths, baby maths, 10% of 2 lakhs. Come on guys, tell me how much is that? I think 2,000, right? Yes or no guys? Sorry, 20,000, 10% of 2 lakh is 20,000. And I'm expecting you guys to get a rank within 1,000. You have to get a rank within 1,000. How much is the ratio? Can you do that? You have to just become the one guy out of 20 guys in this country. Can't you do that? I'm just asking you to just get one position out of 20 guys. Is it that difficult, guys? If you think this, and if I ask you the same different ratio, that comparing this with this, how much is that? I'm asking you to become, right? Become what? Right? Do that. I think 200 out of 200 to become 1, and then I say you that become 1 out of 20. I think which one is more easier, right? Getting a position out of 200 or getting a position out of 20 people? I think the latter is one is easier. And why it is easier? Because you are confusing competition with total number of guys who are coming to write exam. No, the moment you start preparing sincerely for this exam, you are already ahead of 80-90% of the competitor. You guys agree with me or not? This is a data I have taken from more of a psychology point of view. And that is true with any exam in this world, be it GRE, GMAT, CAT, GATE, I don't know, right? So somewhere you have to break this misconception in your mind. The number of people is equal to real competition. I don't think so. Then you are not serious enough. If you are sincere enough, you are serious enough, your competition is always only core 10-20%. I think everybody agrees, right? Right? Thank you, ma'am. So somewhere you have to make this point very clearly in your mind that if you are sincere, competition is not a big thing, right? And you can easily get 70 plus marks. So guys, this is the summary of the overall discussion which I have done with respect to your options, right? Look at this. So this is all. If you guys you're engineer, and let me tell you the options. You can get a job in government job or PSC job. Option number 1. You can get preference of GATE exam in your private jobs because it adds value to your resume, right? Option number 2. You can go for a higher education, do MTech or MS or PhD directly, basis GATE scorecard. Option number 3. You can join IIMs, like a lot of people want to join IIMs. Option number 4. You can go and join any good colleges in India for research fellowship program. One of my students recently joined ISC Bangalore for junior research fellowship program, and that's option number 5. Tell me one exam in this country which gives you so many benefits. And I didn't talk about to go and study abroad. That is option number 6. One exam. Just crack one exam and all the options are open to you guys. Tell me any exam in this country. You prepare for SSC exam, you're only going to get job either in SSC or no, nothing. But if you prepare for GATE exam, every rank bucket will get you something. If your marks is like 50 marks, you will get preference in private job. If your marks is like 55, you go and get an admission in NITs. If your marks is 65 plus, you go to get a seat in IITs. If your marks is more than 70, you can get a job also directly. I don't think nothing is amazing than this. Come on, let's debate on that. Do you guys agree or not? Guys, come on, tell me. You agrees, ma'am, sir? Right? This is the, so I made my point, right? This is the logical explanation I wanted to prove here, right? And you can take it like there's no lies, there's no lie here, right? Thank you, sir, thank you, ma'am. So somewhere you have to understand that, so that, right? It is only one exam which opens a lot of gateways for you. It's open a lot of doors for you. It's not only one gate. It is a gate to so many gateways, right? And I hope it's a valid statement for GATE exam. And that's where I'm so much obsessed with the exam. And let me ask you one more thing, guys, right? Somewhere you have to understand, right, that GATE exam is not an exam out of your syllabus, right? It's an exam on your engineering syllabus. So just imagine, even if you are not preparing for this exam, you are losing a lot of in your core subject. Let me ask you one more thing, right? I think government of India is already contemplating on this, considering this, that GATE exam should be mandatory for all engineering stream for a more of a like passing certificate from the college. More of a, without qualifying GATE exam, you cannot get graduated. And I think it's a very good thing to do that. It's more of a validation of their learning in their college. It's like a double layer, double filter on their achievements on the engineering side. But that's a decision in pending. That's a decision in discussion. Okay. Now, guys, those who are interested in research and want to do PhD, Government of India started Pradhan Mantri Research Fellowship Program. There they give top IITs or NITs, top colleges, top tier 1 colleges, guys, who are trying to do PhD, a little different stipend, which is 80,000 per month. General stipend for PhD across India is 20,000 per month. So this is just to boost their morality, given that PhD takes around 5-6 years of time easily. They get married, they have kids and all those things. So 28,000 is not enough money to sustain. So that's why government of India is, more or less boosting the, PhD program. So that is an information you can keep in your mind. But trust me, PhD is a very serious decision. Take that decision once you are ready for that big commitment. Okay. Now, guys, let me show you the options with respect to jobs. There are a lot of PhD jobs, be it NTPC, BHEL, Power Grid, and all, right? And there are a lot of exams which they also, conduct separately. So, for example, ISRO exam or BAR, right? And their syllabus is 80 to 90% similar to GATE exam. So what I mean to say, if you are preparing for GATE exam, you are already getting ready for exams like ISRO or BARC or DRDO. Yesterday, DRDO has, Government of India has already released the notification that DRDO is going to recruit for scientists B basis the GATE 2021 scorecard, right? So another important notification already come. So those who are interested in DRDO, I think GATE 2021 is the roadway. So those who are in third year, they might be wondering that, sir, I don't feel that GATE 2021 is my exam. So don't worry. Suppose basis GATE 2021 scorecard, you cannot take job in 2021 because you're not already graduated, but it will definitely help you to get a better position, right, in GATE 2022. So it's a good practice exam. And those who want admission, those who want to go for higher education, GATE 2021 scorecard is still valid in the next year. So nothing to worry about. Okay, so that way you should be very much excited for it. Now coming back to the main part of this, I think money is another motivating factor for these kind of commitments. And don't take me wrong there, your parents have put a lot of money as an investment in your education and learning, right? It needs little more of investment, I would say, a little more of effort, but you should not be sacrificing your career with respect to some unsung jobs, some jobs, IT jobs which are paying, I would say, peanuts in comparison to this PSU salary. So guys, let me ask you from you guys, what is the general IT job salary? If my knowledge is correct, information is correct, around 3.5 to 5 lakhs per annum if you get an IT jobs, right? It will come around 15 to 20,000, 20 to 30,000 per month. And good cities, any tier 2 cities in India, 1 BHK rent is 10 to 15,000. You cannot take a job out of which 50% only going in rent. Come on, this is your rent, right? What you'll do with food, I think your life, I think to give it back to your parents. So guys, my point is that let's see a dream together today. Let's take a very good commitment, a pledge here today that I will not take some like 3 lakhs or 4 lakhs ka job. I will give more time to study. I'll spend 1.5 years, 2 years of my time to get what I deserve. Do you guys think that engineers in today's country deserve 3 lakh salary? It is fast. It is very bad situation to be in. So guys, can we see a dream? Can we challenge ourselves that no, I will not take this. I will do something more. I will try to get that place. And you can get that place. Look at that. Average salary in PSUs, data is updated here, 7 to 10 lakhs rupees per annum, right? Look at that. It's almost double, and that is, I think, a real picture. Getting a job of 8 lakhs per annum is good for starters, for freshers. And I think getting 3 lakhs, 2 lakhs, right? Come and do internship. I think this is all bullshit. We should not be getting excited with that. We should tell ourselves that no, we don't deserve that. So what do you deserve? If you deserve more, you want more, desire more, you have to put more efforts. Are you ready for it, guys? Come on, let me know. Can you dare to dream today? Can you dare to dream today? Let me know from all of you guys. Just say yes or no. Right? I think it's not impossible. Nothing is impossible. If you are serious enough to prepare hard, you are getting the right direction, right guidance, everything is achievable. Trust me. And I'm telling from a guy who has done everything from like being a very below average student. I was always like a below average student. So if I can do it, I think everybody can do it. You should have that faith in yourself. You have to take that leap of faith and work harder. Thank you for so much, so many responses. Okay, guys. With that, I also would like to provide some data. Right? I know I'm almost closing on the time. Look at the data. So guys, for civil engineer to get a job in PSU, you have to get a rank within 500, CS within 100, IN within 80, EC within 500 rank, you have to focus. For electrical within 700, for mechanical within 1000. So look at civil guys and electrical and mechanical guys. Look at this. even if you're getting 600, 700 rank, right? Uh, you can get a job in PSU. Sorry. Vishnu, I'm not sure about aeronautical engineering. I don't have the data as of now. So can you get in touch with the team? Right? Can you get in touch with the team at the end of session? I'll share the contact, don't worry. Guys, and even looking at the rank, I can tell you the marks. For civil engineering, I would say aim for 70 plus. For mechanical, I would say 75 plus, given the trend, right? Electrical guys, I would say 65 plus. EC guys, I would say 65 plus. IN guys, I would say 70 plus, not much competition. CS guys should aim for also 70 plus marks. So on an average, if you're focusing for 70 plus marks, I think everything is there. You are in the game. You are in the game. Okay, guys. So I'll talk about, and depends. Subhashini has asked a very good question. Why there is so much variation in the rank? Depends on the competition, Subhashini. So look at IN. IN guys, I think 10,000 people are writing GATE exam, and in EC, 2 lakhs people are writing GATE exam. So obviously their rank will be less, their cutoff will be little high, and that's why it depends. So somewhere competition and the paper level is to decide for the cutoff and the rank. Okay. How many people are writing GATE exam? Right? Depends on that as well. Now coming back to PSUs, we have total 98 PSUs. So it's even engineering stream bias, every engineering stream, EC, IN, mechanical, civil, all of them have more than 10 plus PSUs in their kitty. So everybody can go and take a chance on that, right? And even it is not mattering, right, much, because not in one PSU, right? Suppose you're aiming for Maharatna, but they could not crack. Even getting a mini Ratna is better than IT jobs 20 times. Why? First, they're giving a good salary, job security. They are giving a jobs of your interest. I think that is the biggest thing. The first thing is a job of your interest, man, right? If you're getting a job of your interest, I think that tells the whole story. You can do amazing there, right? Now, guys, these are the list of these. You can take a screenshot, BARC, ISRO, CDAC, ECIL, right? They are the different similar kind of exams who are taking their own exam for jobs. Look at state level, Tamil Nadu, TNAB, TNPSC, right? West Bengal. Similarly, state-wise, we have different PSC jobs or government jobs, I would say. And that is also for different states in Gujarat, Telangana, Maharashtra. And I was talking about that private companies giving you benefit in the GATE exam. Look at that. Godrej, Panasonic for electrical guys, they give you benefit to GATE scorecard. For mechanical, Reliance Industries, Tata Motors, for EC, Texas, similarly for CS, Apple, Amazon, Deloitte, right? All those companies are there for your shortlisting basis the GATE scorecard. They give a lot of benefit to the GATE scorecard. And one example is from Tata Motors. It's a private company, Tata Power. Look at that. They have clearly said that I will be shortlisting basis the GATE scorecard. So suppose those who have not written GATE, how can they can apply in a job in Tata Power, right? So there are few of the companies and depends on every year notification. So you can check in there. So what I'm trying to say, even if you're not getting a very good rank for IITs or PSC job, still it adds a lot of value to the GATE exam resume. So coming back to the stipend part, GATE exam is such a nice exam, right? If you're studying for MTech, right, you have a tie-up with AICT. AICT is also giving scholarship. I think that is very important information to know. And even if you join any college and you are in any college in India qualifying GATE, you'll be getting a stipend of 12,400. You're doing MBA in NITI Mumbai, you'll get 12,400. And outside India also you'll get some scholarship. So financial support is already there, okay? For IIM, you will getting a 22,400 per month if you're trying to do fellowship program, okay? Now guys, this thing I will pass on to given the interest of time, this is the contact detail of the, the GATE Academy team. And I would request all of you guys to fill in this certificate form. I think team has already shared with it, right? And I think with this, I will wrap up my discussion around it. But before I wrap it up, let me tell you an important experience of my life. How to prepare for GATE exam in the last, I would say, 20 days, 4 months, 120 days. So one very good video has been, right, prepared or created on this, right? And just watch it. This tells about, how much you can prepare for GATE exam for 2021 in last 4 months time, 120 days. And this has given a very detailed understanding that how you should prepare. Given it's 1.5 hour video, I cannot explain a lot of things, but I will talk about important points from there. And still those questions who remain unanswered, you can get in touch with me, my LinkedIn profile, guys. So this is my LinkedIn profile. So you can always go and ask a question there by dropping a message. You can follow me there if you like. Okay, now coming back to the
Grammarly
the experience, right? How to prepare for the GATE exam and what
With
to
Grammarly,
do. So
you
guys,
can
there are
find really
two
good,
ways to prepare for GATE exam.
perfect
One
work
way is that you start
that make
on
your
your own,
writing
you
sharp
do a
or
self-preparation,
explicit or
self-study,
excellent or
or the other way is
distinctive.
that you can join any
As a
GATE
matter of
coaching
fact,
program.
for what it's worth,
I will be
Grammarly
very
can,
honestly telling my experience. So when I took my
We can get rid
first
of
attempt in
that.
GATE 2011,
And this,
I'm from
good.
EC background. I was in also Roorkee, right? I was preparing for my GATE exam on my own. I used to read books. I used to watch videos from NPTEL. Those were free at that time. And there was no YouTube and much more in my time, so I didn't get that chance. But I could not crack GATE in the current year. With the rank I wanted, I got a rank around 2800 to 3000. Right? What is the key reason? I prepared for myself, right? I could not finish couple of subjects, so I could not do analog integrated circuit and EFT very well. Analog, so I could not do even 20% because I didn't get much chance, much time. And that's where I realized that it's a big mistake. So next year, with my seniors' advice, just like I am mentoring you guys, helping you guys to take a better decision, I took a good decision. I joined a coaching program. I used to study 6 hours a day, right? And I did it for 6 months. I joined around July. December course got finished, and rest is history. I could get a job after my campus placement in IIT Kanpur. I joined the seat in IIT Kanpur for the data science machine learning, which is a very niche department to get in on the basis of GATE scorecard. So what I'm trying to say here, guys, that what is the key difference? If you want to prepare on your own, you cannot afford to read a lot of books. You don't have time. You cannot go and learn all the tricks. There's nowhere going to tell you all this for free. So that's where I would always suggest, my dear future GATE aspirant, that join a good coaching program. What are they going to help you? They're going to help you with that. Think a very logical comparison, right? You're trying to study for convolution, any topic, or let's say network theorem in your electric circuit. I think everybody has studied electric circuit, basic electric circuits. So you are spending a lot of time to understand Thevenin's and Norton's theorem, right? And it took you 10 days or 5 days to get better of it. I can guarantee that if you join a good coaching program, a guy who's an SME in that subject, who is teaching students for 10 years, 12 years, right, only for GATE exam, right, he will come you and teach that topic in 4 hours, and you will be very good in that, right? Why? Because his experience counts in. For NPTEL videos, I think some of you might have seen NPTEL videos. To do 1 hour of lecture, it takes 3 hours of time, man. And we don't have the time. Given college and everything, right, we don't have time. So we need some help. We have to go out and ask for help. And what is the help? I have already explained. Okay, guys, so that's my personal opinion on that. You really want to do self-study, please do that. But idea is to study, right? Be it here and there. So please do that. Take your best shot at GATE exam and let me know. I have already shared my LinkedIn profile. You have any question, you can always ask to me. Okay, guys, so I think I have tried to cover most of the points which I wanted to. If you have any question in your mind, still you can ask. I can extend little 5 minutes again. Let me know, guys. So did you guys enjoy the session? First, let me ask a feedback on that. So we spend 1 hour of time. It's an investment, guys. Always take it as an investment. You are not free, right? You're not like some unemployed guys, right? You're a student, you have time, your time is limited. So I hope, did you guys get what you wanted, right? It has to be informative. It has to be on the topic. So I think I try to do my justice, my best. So thank you. Thank you, esteemed faculty members. Thanks, Akhil. So guys, idea is to now go into action. I think the idea is not to keep doing the webinar on the session, talking and listening to each other. Idea is to bring in action. What should be the action? So if you guys really liked my session, really enjoyed the information I've given, and you really believe in what I have said, today we'll start doing at least 10 maths question or 10 aptitude question. That will be my takeaway from this session. And you can always get in touch with me, say, sir, I have started doing it. Okay. So that is somewhere you have to understand it, right? Idea is to start doing the action rather than keep procrastinating and thinking baad mein karega, baad mein karega. So let's do it today. We should start today. And then you will keep thinking that, okay, what is the outcome of these efforts? And the last thing I always tell to the budding engineers, my friends, even if you don't qualify in GATE exam, even you attempted 2 times, but even if you don't qualify, trust me, one thing will happen for sure. And what's that? That you will be a better engineer after preparing for GATE exam than what you are today. You guys agree or not that? Because the moment you start this journey, you embark on this journey, somewhere you will be preparing for GATE exam, you will be brushing up a lot of core subject, a lot of core topics you will brush up, study differently, you will get better on that. So can I agree on this, right? Can I agree with you guys on this? That do you think that you will be a better engineer if you prepare for GATE exam? Let me know your responses. I think you'll be a better engineer from what you are. And the idea is to just get better version of yourself. You don't need to compare with somebody else. Just always try to be a better version of yourself. And that's my mantra. I always tell all of these new young minds that today you are here. Look at this. Today you are here, right? This is you guys today. Okay. So this is now, this is today. Tomorrow you should be this delta X, this DX version of yourself. And when you wake up tomorrow morning, you should be here. And that should keep going like this. Tell me where the growth is not there. Obviously you're growing like anything. Look at this map. I'm a mathematics faculty, I know that. So the idea is to get a DX better version of yourself. DX, not minus DX. What we generally do, we get minus DX. So idea is to just add this plus DX on a daily basis and magic will happen. On this note, guys, thank you very much for having me. And I really like the audience I got today. And thank you college management team and the GATE Academy team putting a lot of time, effort, money to get me on this platform and get me a chance to talk to you guys. On this note, guys, I would like to close my session. Any other question? Anything else, guys, on your mind? Thank you, esteemed faculty members. Thank you, guys. Be in touch and do the great job, right? Do the good job, do the great job, because then things will start happening. Okay. Chali, guys. Thank you very much. See you. Keep healthy. Corona is still around, so try to be inside your home most of the time. Keep healthy and be focused. On this note, guys, thank you. Thank you very much.